Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another video. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Just got back from the forge. Thanks Andrew for letting me come over. We're getting a few more in before summer starts again. We're only halfway through winter, but it's starting to warm up. It was 26 degrees in the forge, and yeah, so we want to get a few more sessions in just before they it starts getting uncomfortably hot in the forge. So yeah, good day. Thanks, mate. I really enjoyed it. Didn't get a lot done, but what I got done, I was happy with. More on the axe. This is turning out really nice. I am really happy with the way it is turning out. I did a lot more work on it. To tell you the truth, although I did a little bit of work on it, felt like a lot of work, but didn't do a lot on it, but it seems to be turning out really nice. I hit it with a rounding hammer, and then hit it with a 3-pounder, cleaned it up, got just about all the hammer marks or the squish marks out from the press. So that's basically the shape it's going to be in now. It cleaned up. It looks quite good. If you look at it this way, the eye, so the handle goes in there. It is a little bit skewy, but it's not too bad. Yeah, the hammer pole is off, like having a look at it that way. I hope the hammer pole is a little bit off, but I tried hitting it with the hammer, 3-pounder. You can see some hammer marks where I hit it. It didn't seem to want to move. I got it to bright orange, almost white, and it didn't move at all. Like, I hit it, and I was not being gentle with it at all, and it didn't move at all. So yeah, I could get it in the vise, put a drift in it, and try and shimmy it around. But like Andrew was saying, what we might do, and I might talk to Sheep Station, what we might do is put a drift in it, and upset the end here, and that'll mushroom it out. Then do everything else on the grinder and clean it up like that. I think the shape of the axe, the bit of the axe, is pretty right. It's cleaned up, and it is pretty well close to being straight. It's got a little bit of a kick. I'm going to do a little bit more straightening, but the axe itself is clean. There is one little scarp there, but I'm going to grind that out. It's hands forged as such. It was squished but in the press, but I've hit it with a hammer a fair bit. Like, I cleaned it all up with a hammer. Now I'm going to grind it. So yeah, it is forged out, and that it'll look a lot, like, this is still forged, like, as far as it'll look a lot better than this when I'm finished with this. Is still, as I said, it's halfway through the process, so don't worry about it. It's going to look a lot better than this. It'll have a nice edge on it. It'll be black, because once I quench it, it gets a black finish, oil finish on it. But I hope that is a reasonable shape for you, mate. I think that was about what you were going for. Do you like the idea of it'll have basically a upset head on here, and then round it off slightly for the hammer, and then I'll clean it all up on the 72-inch grinder, grind it all to shape as such. It'll be just cleaned up as the shape will be, and then wire wheel it all so it'll be all nice, and then quenched in oil, cleaned up, finished, tempered, and then it'll probably be about, I don't have a Rockwell hardness tester, but it'll probably be about 50 Rockwell. So that's what these quenched in oil, and that's probably what it'll end up as. So yeah. Anyway, got a mouse done for, it's a smaller mouse. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. I haven't done one for a while. The tail is very thick, but it feels good in the hand like that. I was going to do a tail thinner, and then I'm glad I left it thick because you can hold on to it and it feels pretty good in the hand. This is a lot smaller than the other ones I've done. It's a little bit, everything's in plane, but it is a little bit skew-if, but it turned out pretty nice. Like, I like it. It's a little bit rough and ready, but it got scarped up. I've got to hold on to it, and I had a little bit of trouble with it because it was giving me a little bit of trouble bending it up and everything. But yeah, it sparks really well. This is for Jason. So yeah, it's sparking really well from Wiltshire File. The tail turned out really nice. It's got a thick tail, but yeah, you've got to be able to hold on to these things, and that's what I found with the rats or the mice. I got the O really nice. The eyes turned out. One thing I noticed, one eye is quite a bit different to the other as far as in plane. If you look here, one eye's there and one eye's here. I'm having a bit of trouble with my judging where my eyes go. So yeah, other than that, it's all in plane. It looks good, sparks well. I'll get an ember with it. I cooked up some more char cloth while I was over at Andrew's. Yeah, it looks all right. It's a nice little mouse. So yeah, turned out all right. Andrew cleaned up this nice knife for me. So that's it. It's all finished. It's sharp. That's the piece of antler. I've just got to drill it and glue it in. So I put the cut slots in. It's made out of a file. Nice little drop point hunter or drop point utility. So I'm just going to drill it. And that's, my missus had a bread knife, the handle came off. So I'm going to glue, when I glue that up, I'm going to epoxy that into there. And I'm going to glue those two together. Glue them, not together, glue them at the same time. So yeah, this is all cleaned up and ground to shape and done. It just needs to be drilled and put in there. I don't know if I'll do it here or next time I go over to Andrew's. I think Andrew is going to ask if we can go over, run it by his missus, if we can go there on Thursday. We're going to try and get a couple more in before it gets too hot. Didn't get this one finished. We started to run out of time. It's a Cobra. I flattened out. You won't be able to see it, but I did flatten out the head for the flare. The tail's in the way at the moment when I was bending it up. But if you can see, I flattened out. So there's the Cobra. So he's got his flared out hood of his head, eyes, really nice head, and he's got his flattened out there, and that'll be a Cobra. I just haven't finished. I ran out of time. But that's part of the snake. And he'll be a nice little striker when I'm finished. That's what I did. I'll get an ember with that. Just proof of concept. This is that gun mops. I had some there. I had my cooker. I had an old cooker, and it buggered up on me. So halfway through doing it the other day, and I said to Andrew, I'm going to have to go and get a new one. This was the old type. They didn't have all the safeties on it. So I went and bought a new one. This one's got several safeties on it, which I like because those cookers are notorious for exploding. So I'm glad I got this new one with all the safeties on it. Tells when the gas is not properly working and all that. So yeah, let's see if we can get this one. New fresh cooked char cloth. Nice. One strike catch, first time ever used. So how's that, Jason? She's a beauty. Works really well. Very happy with that. It's probably not the finest striker I've ever made as far as pretty one, but it's rustic, and I like rustic. So yeah, and I like the thick tail. It gives you something substantial to hold on to. Leave in the comment, do you want me to blue it? I have annealed it once. I can hit it again, and this will be blued. I know you probably don't like the bluing look, but I do like to anneal them again so that they are definitely, so they don't, there's no chance of them snapping. I'll just put the rest of that, bloody things, blown all over the joint. So it's going to work with fresh char cloth. I put that part in the water, so it'll still spark really well. I just, this part here will have a blue mark on it. Give me a yell. What you want me to do, Jason? I haven't made the other one yet. It'll look very similar to that, because you wanted two of them. So, and I will probably do the tail the same way because I like the thicker tail. Gives you something to hold on to. The thinner tails, I'd be scared of snapping it. That's the problem I would have with it, if the thin tail. I bought a whole heap of files to make a snake. I'll make up a snake too, and I'll probably send a snake over to you as well. So just to see how just to say thank you to for all the gear you sent me, because I really like these snakes, and I might even do a cobra up for you, because I had an idea. I just thought, I might do a cobra up, and this one is turning out really nice, so I might do a cobra up, see how we go. I'm just trying to mix it up, trying to do some different styles of strikers, but I didn't do any strikers for me today except for the cobra. So yeah, so we'll see. I was wanting to get this axe done, but this is going to take me at least 2 more sessions to do. I'm going to do another mouse for you, Jason, and I've still got knives to do yet, which I hate doing, but yeah, I've got two, the chopper and a stabber, big utility stick and knife, but I've got to get them done too. Had a great day. I'm just feeling sore. I just, in a good way, but yeah, I'm a bit worn out. But that's the situation. Just going. Forging, swinging a big hammer. I was swinging a 3-pound hammer around a fair bit today too. So yeah, which is good. I don't do that very often. Anyway, thanks for watching.